It'll be the Heat off the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Hornets. Williams down low with Jefferson. Kemba Walker is out there with Lee. And it's Batum in at the 3 spot.
And it was a very puzzled fallout between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
And so here is Miami following the 3 by Charlotte. Lee outside. From deep. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Lee's gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. The drive by Wade. Whiteside dishes to Wade. And good on the basket. Book it.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Walker with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Walker. Williams has got his first basket.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Puts it up from 15. Wade kicks to Whiteside. The second chance effort. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Dragic has got his second bucket tonight. 1:31 left here in the first quarter.
And Charlotte's defense, it didn't really start out incredible last season, but over the course of the year, they climbed the ranks, and by the end of the year, they were a force. Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And Batum kicks to Williams. Dives for it. Back to Batum. There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. A three-pointer. No good. And Clark, you don't think of too many of the Hornets as lockdown defenders, MKG being the big one, but they defended well over the entire season.
And for them, Kevin, rim protection was a big factor. They were a top 5 team in the league in forcing missed shots at their own basket.
Dragic against the bucket. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Jefferson. Kept alive. Williams makes it off the glass.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Walker. And it's Walker again missing. The Heat have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Off target with the open look.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Johnson, a wide open look. Here's Whiteside. Makes it off the glass. Whiteside's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Heat. They finish off the first quarter on a 12-4 run. And we'll be back with you right after this. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor. You know, he may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing street ball is really working out for Kemba, who needs to shoot better than 38% for the Hornets to go anywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, what might be better than continuing to play the same game you've been playing forever is to take your game to a new level, and that's going to take some discipline. I think Kemba has more than enough talent to be able to do that, but that's his challenge moving forward.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
You know, it's been a great display of team basketball here thus far.
5 guys, 5 fingers working as one. Just beautiful team basketball on display for these guys.
They've got Winslow, Stoudemire out there with Josh McRoberts. Then there's Richardson, and it's Dragic in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Richardson. And that one goes long.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
The shot by Kaminsky, nobody around. And another three for Charlotte.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach.
Winslow, wide open. He fires, nails the wide-open jump shot.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Here's Lynn. Good on the shot. Lynn's got 5 points in the quarter. Dan Clifford in his third year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. He's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
And Miami making a change here. Wade's checked in. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Al Jefferson is checked in for Cody Zeller. Williams comes in for Kaminsky. Lee's checked in for Lamb. And it's Kemba Walker in for Jeremy Lin.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Jefferson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The drive by Lee. Miami grabs the miss.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Winslow, the pass to Nick Roberts. Williams with the block. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Wade against Lee. Knocked loose. Wade dishes to Winslow. That's good. Winslow's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
From deep, Richardson. That's good. Richardson's got 6 points. Richardson. And the first half is...
Well, and with Eric Spoelstra, and obviously, Coach, some great work.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith, and it was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. At the end of the... And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Williams down low with Jefferson. Lee out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the 3.
And guys, you know, last year Marvin Williams signed a big contract, and he did not follow that up with big production. In fact, he tied a career low in terms of his field goal percentage at only 42, and not exactly what the Hornets were expecting from their new stretch 4. And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Dang gets a wide open look. Pass to Dragic from deep. Can't get it to go. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Now the thing about Marvin Williams, you know, we know he doesn't create for others. He doesn't generate a lot of blocks or steals. But, you know, the one thing he does, he can hit the boards, he rebounds well, and he's got a pretty good shot from outside.
Yeah, and last season he didn't have any big numbers, but the ones that were at least respectable were in the areas you just mentioned, rebounding and three-point shooting, Kevin. Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And guys, there's no doubt Walker has a lot of the tools needed to be a great point guard. But his shooting percentage is really what has kept him from making the leap. Just not as consistent as he needs to be. And a lot of it has to do with shot selection. That also has to improve.
And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller, he's checked in for Jefferson. Kaminsky comes in for Nicholas Batum. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Courtney Lee. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. Kaminsky, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Just thinking again about Kemba Walker's field goal percentage, Greg. You were talking about shot under 40%, Clark, from the floor last year.
Yeah, and I think so much of shooting percentage is a function of shot selection. That's 3 out of the last 4 seasons now, under 40% for Kemba. In order to be an elite point guard, that number's got to go up.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Winslow's checked in for Johnson, and it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Now Jefferson is checked in for Cody Zeller. Batum comes in for Kaminsky. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And Walker subbed in for Jeremy Lin. And Batum throws it down.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
55 seconds left to play here in the third. Richardson for 3. Rebound by Williams. Charlotte has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. And they take the lead. Lee's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from 3-point range on the break. But for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Richardson, good. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Shoots it. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Walker. Lee's got 13. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away. Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
To the inside. Takes a 3. A shot by Batum, no good. Richardson for 3. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Heat lead by 1. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Dang out there with Johnson. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Richardson in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And stolen by Richardson. Jacks up a 3. And that one's good. Richardson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Miami. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Miami?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
The Hornets pull it in. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Some changes for Charlotte. Hansbrough's checked in for Kaminsky. And Daniels subbed in for Courtney Lee. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Richardson, good.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
I certainly hope so. I mean, it's been a terrific contest, and there's nothing like a pair of teams just balling out the way they have been.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down, a close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
There's the bucket. Good.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Walker with a clean look. No good on the triple. The Heat leading by 4. Kicks it to Richardson. Lets it go with the 3. That falls. Nice. Feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Walker against Richardson. Walker goes in, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Richardson. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Dragic misses from short range. Hornets trail by 7. Lynn from long range. Good. The Heat have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Whiteside kicks to Wade. A baseline J, and again it's the Heat missing.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Now Daniels with the fadeaway. And it's D. Wade with the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Here's Weber. It's good from long range.
You just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
And he gets it to go.
And really just when the fans were starting to get into this game, how about the silencer at the other end for a potential game-saving 3?
Boy, I tell you what, guys, one way or the other, some fantastic drama unfolding here.
And he is unable to get the second one.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
Lynn's shot is off.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
And the Hornets call time here.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Spacing.
17 seconds left in the game. There's Walker with the 3. Jefferson kicks to Walker. Batum wide open. He fires. Charlotte no good that time either. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
And so it's Miami winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game.
Yes, guys.
The 2K Sports postgame show.